Mm.
Ass, dicks,
Booty butt. Booty butt. Booty butt. Booty butt. Booty butt.
wiener.
There's a
Booty
wiener
butt.
here now. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Okay. So, last time you made your way into the mountains,
Hell yeah.
taking the back route up to Tori's hometown, attempting to circumvent the front way because that's usually bad call, I believe. So decided good call on making the back route. You had to leave your cart about halfway up the mountain in a safe spot. Uh, you trudged your way up. One of you had some bad time with the cold and an igloo.
It was only a little bad.
Yeah, it was only a little. It turned into fine.
Man,
Lyle
I
almost
can't believe
died.
Tori asked us to go in through the back door.
Ridiculous.
Lyle
a
almost
secret.
died. Napano
Secret,
had a moment.
secret
It's good
tunnel.
times.
Napano revealed that Napano is afraid of heights and mountains specifically because something, for some reason, something happened.
Nothing
She
like
did not go
some
into.
trauma to spice up the session.
Don't
Delicious
believe,
trauma.
don't believe she opened up about it when we asked her.
No, specifically avoided the topic at every opportunity, except to say that they were not comfortable on this mountain pass. And as it became more enclosed, they became more comfortable. Uh,
I bet it was Tony. Tony did it.
who can say?
Ooh.
Who? Anywho, eventually you came to the one point of concern, which was the waypoint or watch point for this back routes, held vigil by some Tengu at certain times, sometimes multiple, sometimes one. In this case, it was one. And in this case, some Erosian soldiers appeared to have been trying to fuck with him. He fucked with them in return and killed two of them and was free torturing the third.
They had a bad time, yeah, for sure.
And then you snuck in, confronted him. He revealed that he was not hostile to you upon realizing who you were, more just kind of ambivalent. Then hearing that you were going to go confront Tori's father, Ares, he was like, well, I'm okay with that. So he gave you some information and allowed you to question the dead that he had, and he went to interrogate the third, which he did through ways I will not re-describe. But it was not. It wasn't great. It wasn't great for that guy. That guy has some trauma.
Fucking Joel.
Fucking Joel. No, Joel's dead. I think I killed Joel already.
They
Hey,
had a
maybe they
pretty
were
bad
both
time.
Joel.
Anywho, you got some information. You discovered that Ares is at odds a little bit with his new allies, and things are a little tense. You learned that the Merosians were distributing some of the drug, the you know what's, to some of the soldiers, without explaining exactly what they are. Presumably, it's unknown if Ares knows that. Um, had a vision of Ares, which Tori used the stone to see what he was currently doing by peering into his throne room. He appeared to have received some news and had taken on himself to go investigate something or deal something himself. And then you came back after seeing that, and you started formulating a plan. You believe you decided to. You reached into the bag of holding and pulled out a tiara of disguise, I believe.
Yes, it was a tiara of disguise.
One of you turned into.
A pretty princess?
No, you did not turn into a pretty princess. Well, no, one of you did turn
Yes,
into
he
a pretty
did.
princess.
Yeah.
Lyle definitely turned
did.
into a pretty princess.
You did. And I remember this now. And you tried to fondle your own tits, and that was weird and
It
awkward.
was,
And they
it
went
was very
"Wow."
unfortunate.
It didn't work.
No, it
Yeah.
did not.
Unfortunately.
To only
I mean,
his
what?
surprise. And then you decided to wait I could become anyone. And then you decided to turn into this guy whose name I can't remember because I
Vidar.
can't.
Vidar.
Vidar. Thank you. Fuck.
I became
Vidar.
Vidar.
Yeah, that
Yes,
was
surprising. You
Yeah.
also learned that Vidar is currently in a port town a ways away, as it currently stands. And he has some involvement in this whole affair. Uh, at the very least, he is someone in command, it appears.
I think we established that he is the representative of the Morosian forces here in Zhang.
In this particular country, at least.
He's our mark for the more or less, for lack of a better term. If we want to strike at the Gladys, we probably need to go through him first.
Indeed.
Unless Tori's dad is going to jump in front of and give him a save his life sort of thing.
Yeah, so we gotta kind of neutralize him now instead of later because he's bad news himself.
Well, we got to
Press-
figure out if they really are at odds. Maybe he can be an ally.
Mm,
Maybe.
I wouldn't count on it.
You just learned he was in Krestov. What's what you got from some of the severed heads that you questioned. And he was. You learn that he's desperate to prove himself to some degree, and that could be a possible thing you could exploit if you ever have to deal with him. If that ever becomes relevant. And it might. Who knows? But we left off, I believe, the idea being that you could use this disguise to get closer to the castle so that Tori could challenge her father uh, more directly without having to deal with the guards to get inside. I believe is the plan. Yes?
Yeah,
Sounds right.
there's also a secret entrance to the castle at the north, in the north side that Tori is aware of that she planned to use to infiltrate the castle and gather information about the Gladys and the deals made with the Mersians.
Mm-hmm.
I think she wanted to confront her father with them before challenging him to make better on her claim that he's leading the clan down the path of ruin.
Mm-hmm. All right. I believe that Norio, the guy who's the old guy who's watching this point, the guardian here, veteran Tengu, had expressed that he was probably gonna go report these fucking Morosians to Tengu, but I believe he told him to not do that yet. To
Was
hold
it-
off.
It would kind of cramp our infiltration using Morosian disguises if he goes and raises the alarm against Morosians.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Morosian disguises work a lot better when Vidar is there. So it looks like he is backed by some scouts. as they
So,
were called.
this tiara of disguise, I can't remember exactly how it works. Does the illusion disappear the second you take it off?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's only good for one person then, basically?
yes.
Okay. I was gonna
Must
say, why would we want to
it.
dress up like Muros people when we can all just dress up like bird people? It's much better, but there you go.
It's also worth noting that it doesn't hide the voice, so
Nope.
I would probably not let Otto do the talking, even if he looks like Vidar.
This is when we find out Otto can tune his voice to sound like anybody he wants to.
This would
That
be
would
the
be
moment for
pretty cool.
Aaron to break out voice mod and have like a really good like villain voice.
I don't have one right on hand, otherwise I would do it.
We need a plot hole. We need Vidar has never actually spoken face to face with Darius before. Oh, you sound.
That's
kinda
what you
raspy
sound
there,
like?
buddy.
Wow, okay.
Wow, it's
I've smoked lots of cigarettes.
yeah. Just hold this microphone up to your throat whenever you talk. Uh,
I think that more or less sets the stage. Now it's just a matter of deciding specifics on what our plan is.
oh shit! There we go.
I move you to the map of town.
Hell
The
yeah.
town you're about to be entering. You are coming from this point up here. That is where you are, not currently, but that's the direction you'll come to town in.
All right. Well, there's certainly nothing that we can do in town that would not raise the alarm. Because everybody here is supposed to be a Tengu or Tengri, and Tori is the only Tengri, and they will probably recognize Tori right away.
Does create somewhat of a predicament.
So there's two options here. Infiltrate the castle, either through disguise or through the secret entrance in the north side that is evidently not blocked off. Sneak our way to the chambers and discover what documents Dad might be having that says what the plans are.
Well,
This disguise route is to disguise as Vidar and get an audience with Ares, and then get him to spill the beans.
if I might make a suggestion,
Oh, you have the floor.
we have a party that does not blend in, like you said. Now, we do have two Tengri. We have Tori and Yasuo. I don't know if Yasuo is going to actively accompany us in this. I assumed he would.
It's not an. It wouldn't be crazy to say Yasuo. No, because Yasuo is in a weird situation himself, where his unit was destroyed and he's been MIA.
But he's got a mask.
I was just gonna say, don't Tengu wear masks? Can't we just mask him and Tori, and then they don't look suspicious walking around? Now, as far as like the rest of the group, Otto has the tiara. That's pretty good. We have 3 Morosian soldiers. We could loot their armor from. That should cover Lyle Way and Adam at least.
Might work for Tori to walk around with a Tengu mask on. It might be better anyway if she's not walking around with her face open like that.
Now, as far as
I think her wig plus some Tengu mask would probably give her a passable disguise.
sure, as far as UA and Gazelle and
Little
Napano
dragon.
go, then I mean, it might not be out of character for Morosians to have, servants, especially a high up person like Vidar, but I don't know if he would say, like, be parading a Yord, a Goblin, and a Genji around with him.
No, they might have to go. They might have to stay low and go in with the infiltration route because they definitely wouldn't have any chance of being seen with Morosians.
Do we even have a plan for Little Dragon?
Yeah, Shere Khan is gonna stick out.
Well,
Didn't he just mention that it's probably not too unheard of for Morosians to have pets, so to speak? I mean,
Yeah.
Servants is what he said, but not.
well,
Well,
I'm going to say, like, if
we did liberate some lizard men from captivity under Morosians. I don't
it's true, they might have.
Or
He could pass as a lizard man slave, I guess, if we, doll him up a little bit. But if he's like a familiar, then
He reads more as like a dog.
I'm gonna say,
No offense to
would
him.
it be really weird to see like a noble leader of an evil nation with like a dragon dog walking with him.
It would look intimidating if he had someone like a strong guard dog with him.
If
But
we could convince Shere Khan
I
to
don't
be
know. You're
to
the
look fierce,
Morosian. You tell us.
Ooh,
we're supposed to forget about that part.
so is the plan to have Wei, Weil, and Adam disguise themselves as Morosian soldiers while
I think we should.
Otto goes on like Vidar, and then Shere Khan as his dog thing, and then I don't know. Can we have Yue pose as some sort of consort?
Or
Hell yeah.
scribe,
She could be
court
mine.
scribe or something.
Corpse bride.
Well,
Would it not
no.
be a poor idea to have a couple people hang back and like secure our route?
I would rather not split the party if we can help it.
Well, are we planning on just walking openly through the streets, or are we going to take back roads and sneak into the... Like, hopefully we won't be seen, but the disguises are a backup if we are seen.
Well,
that was my
on
understanding.
the one hand, yeah, probably the wise thing to do would be to be seen by as few people as possible. But if we're using a high-profile disguise like Vidar, you know, using if our disguise is, you know, the leader of the Morosian people on this side of the water, flanked by multiple soldiers and escorted by Tengu, you know, guards, it would seem, I think, more suspicious to be ducking in an alley than it would be to just walk right up to the front door.
I think that makes sense. This might just be our best bet. Although the question of what to do with like Depano and Gazelle still kind of sits.
I have a disguise kit. Stack them up fan style.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I mean,
Could we... Go ahead.
you could.
Why, hello there. I am the Green Witch.
You know,
Just put a big cape over them, and then put one of the Morosian, you know, knight helmets on Napano sitting on Gazelle's shoulders. It'll be fine.
we might actually be able to call on our third faction here for influence. The Cladis seem to be men cloaked in black cloaks, so maybe a
Dress him up like a priest.
semi-tall goblin with a large cloak on top of them, just obscuring what might be underneath them, might actually work.
We
Could we
can
not-
also pass fairly well as a corpse if we think that would be
That could be
suspicious.
that could be
It would
kind
be-
of funny. Just be dragging a goblin corpse up.
I don't know why they would though.
Just be like, it's food for the dragon.
Guys, I have to go to
Gross.
the bathroom, but I will be listening, so continue
Okay.
planning.
Okay.
I am
Could we-
confused as to how disguising her as a corpse would not draw more attention.
That still leaves us
they-
with Gazelle too.
Say that we were a scout, say that we caught us trespassing.
It's food
I
for the
don't-
dragon.
It's genius. If you put something even more outrageous there, everyone's going to focus on that and not our disguises.
It's true.
Oh, then the event that they come up and question us, other Tengu may offer to whisk Napano away, and upon finding out that she's not actually dead, fix that for her.
We can be very convincing.
Could we
Any-
not just
even-
disguise
But
Otto
even
as-
then, well, Otto's gonna have to go with the tiara, because how the fuck are we gonna explain that?
Yes, but you could disguise Otto as anything. Why not just a larger soldier? You know, perhaps one with a great axe.
We could have Vidar carry a great axe. I don't know if that's what he'd use, but
Wait, why would?
I
Why,
was thinking more of just
What, the wood chopper?
Yes, but
Lumberjack Knight. Let's go.
I don't know if that's going to work out. I think we better keep the Vidar disguise for now.
I just meant use it to get into the building, and once we're safely inside, then that should be trivial, no?
Okay. Well then, maybe
That way we
UA
all go in together.
maybe UA, Gazelle, and we're all just prisoners then. Bind our hands and lead us in.
Could be.
Could work that angle.
Could be that angle. Could say that they are now. I don't know enough about Vidar to say if he'd be willing to capture / enlist members of different races like this.
If we do, just I think that Gazelle and UA would be an easier sell as as either as members of the entourage than the Plano. Merosians are kind of racist against goblins, but they're kind of racist against a lot of people, but it's like mostly the monster races they do share a border with Olkheim, so Yords probably wouldn't be that weird, and Genji are kind of everywhere. So it would be like a little weird to assume that they would just like never work with or be around.
Well,
Genji
the corpse
or Yords.
idea is sounding better now.
Corpse,
Why
or
not?
maybe a prisoner. You were after. The Tengu were after a bunch of goblins when we fought them in that cave over the Seeing Stone.
If we,
Maybe I know something. Maybe we know something about that.
you know what, that's kind of a clever idea right there.
That's not a bad idea, but we'd be no.
What if we
I
say
don't-
this one's the only one that knows how to use it?
That could either be a factor or a. It just depends on the rock and what they know about it already.
We need some interrogation.
You're gonna have to ask Yasuo if they know how to use the rock, because that seems like something he would know since he's been sent to find it.
He was one of the ones sent to retrieve it, but I don't know. Yasuo strikes me as more of a foot soldier kind of guy. I don't think he would necessarily know the specifics of what they were after and how to use it and
I
to what
don't
end.
think we should tell him that we have it.
Probably
No.
wise, honestly.
I mean, if they kill all of us, they're gonna find it on us anyway.
It's true.
I kind of like the priest idea.
Could
Stacking
go with
them
the
up.
priest.
Why not just for the ones that are harder to disguise, pass them off as those that have been turned.
Well, I don't know how the Cladis comes into play in all of this, and if, say, it would be normal for Vidar to be walking around with just Cladis priests, or for the Tengu.
Not
I would've-
only that, but if we encounter a member who is infected with the Cladis, they should be able to tell instantly
Immediately,
that
yeah.
we're not one of them.
It's true.
Oh, they'll do that anyway, I'm sure.
Well,
A
I
lot
would
of this
say-
hinges on us not running into anyone affected.
There is another thing in that same regard. There are members affected that are in this party that could very well sell us out the moment we start down path. If they communicate to the others that our party is here because they're seeing things through Guile's eyes, we might be boned before we even get a chance.
we might be able to use that to our advantage, too, though. Do some Baldur's Gate tadpole action.
There's a small chance, too, that if there's already some fighting between Ares and Vidar, and it could be in relation to the Gladys, it could be a potential. I don't want to say. It might be. It might be a way to ease the Tengu if we have a solution to an issue that they have now. But as far as I know, that's not a not known well enough because Norio didn't know about it.
I was gonna say, can we run the Moros disguise past Noriel again, see what he thinks about whether they would buy it or whether that casts more suspicion on us?
I think Lyle has seen enough soldiers in the Morosian uniform to know if we had passed or not. So
Not
he's
whether
also,
we passed or not, but how Moros is. Are they at odds now? Or
How-
will they be welcomed as allies, or will they hate us more if they see us as Moros?
Yeah, we'll
Yes,
be
hi,
well
hello.
received. Maji's back.
I think that Vidar will command enough what is it, renown, that they won't fuck with him regardless.
Quite
Okay.
possibly.
He's gonna march toward the castle, and I don't think they're gonna impede him at all. If anything, they'll just escort him. Be like, "Oh, we didn't know you were coming. Right this way." That might
Did
be the
you-
move.
Is there a question that I need to answer?
Will we be well received? Well, if we were to ask Norio whether or not we would be well received in the castle, disguised as Morosians,
What is the level of tension between Tengu and Moros right now?
Not open fighting, but very tense.
okay, so does it seem like, in his opinion, is it a viable strategy to get let into the castle, just walk in through the front door dressed as Morosians?
Probably. It should be fine.
Okay.
I mean,
It's a little...
but once you get in there, it's no guarantee.
Sure, okay. Well, I think that's probably the play, because we can pass off Tori and Yasuo as just, Tengu escorts. We can pass off Wei, Adam, and Lyle, dress them up in the uniforms. If we could, scrub some of the blood out of them, or just say it's the other guys. You should see the other guy. We could probably, if we have the tiara on auto, he's pretty safe. Gazelle, if we dress him up a little, make him look intimidating, people might not ask questions. He is kind of a scary looking old man walking around with a head on a stick.
You
I've
be
seen
nice to
weirder.
Barry.
I've seen weirder.
It's a little intimidating. Shere Khan, a little intimidating too. The only ones to worry about are Napano and Yue, which, we could always make the executive decision to leave Yue behind.
I don't know if she'd be safe here in the mountains by herself.
Yeah, leaving her with Norio is probably the only option, but I don't know if they'd get along.
You could dress her up like one of their shadow folk, the weird guys. The
Yeah.
ones that always have a cloak on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
just
what I
thinking.
was
We could
thinking.
probably... We have a disguise kit. We could do that. As far as Napano goes,
You could do the same.
Could
I've seen it.
could we just reach into the bag of holding and find something that would help us not be seen?
Do you want to try to reach into the bag of holding and to find something such as that?
Well, we got the
That
tiara
might be
from
the
doing
best
that,
option.
but I guess
It
we
will
could
be a roll, but you can.
try
Can
again.
always try double dipping.
I think finding a cool stealth item would be great.
All right,
Okay.
go
so
for a swim. What you
Roll
got?
2d6.
2d6.
Mm-hmm.
10.
Got a
Okay.
10. So something to help you disguise or sneak in,
To not be seen.
not be seen. This is actually pretty
Box.
simple. Okay. You pull out a ring.
Uh-oh.
It's the
Uh-oh.
one ring you
Oh,
hear
no.
visions.
I asked not to be. I asked not to be seen. That includes by Sauron when I put it out.
It's only he that can see you. I mean, okay, so it's a ring. It's a ring. It's kind of like made of dark material, dark metal. It's very soft, smooth. There's like one point where it has like an edge up and down.
Hmm.
There's like a small black gemstone in the center. It kind of is very reflective, so it looks pretty. If you like put it up to the light, it takes like on purple shades.
Mm,
I like it.
pretty.
Well, that's all you know so far. It's a ring.
Okay. I
Hmm.
guess I'll put it on.
All right.
That's what you do with a ring. So
Uh, well, where are you standing? Are you standing behind? What time is it? It's like noonish. Are you standing next to anybody right now?
Feel like we're probably in a semicircle, kind of discussing strategy. So yeah, I'd be within
Okay.
view of the others.
All right. So, as you put on the ring, and you're standing in the shadow of somebody, the parts of you that are in that person's shadow disappear from sight.
Oh.
You cannot be seen. But the parts of you that are not in that shadow can be seen. So it's a little awkward if you're not standing fully in someone's shadow.
Does it have to be a person, or could I be in a tree's shadow, a building's shadow?
You could give it a try. You walk over to the shadow of the little hut.
Yeah.
You do, and you disappear into the shadow.
Okay.
To
I
your
can work with
vision,
this.
everything is a little weird and dark.
As long as there's no
wispy.
direct light cast on you, you're good.
As long as you are in a shadow.
yeah, it's pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
Interesting. So, how do we utilize this?
We just
Hide
trail behind the group, and we can kind of be your eyes.
hide Napano
Maybe
under
scout
somebody's
ahead.
cloak.
Just hide behind fucking Gazelle.
Whoever's the biggest.
He's
Whether that
wide.
be Way
He's
or
short, but he's wide.
Way or Adam or Gazelle.
I think Adam's the tallest.
Most likely.
Well, how does the tiara make Otto's shadow?
Oh, it gets fucky. It gets a little weird.
Oh.
If you try to experiment with that, you find like you see a shadow physically of like the person you take the image of. It's like, oh, it looks like the shadow of the thing I'm trying to be. And then the moment that Napato steps in it, it becomes you're standing in auto shadow. So any parts of you that are not actual shadow, reveal Napano.
Weird.
Napano has to
Oh,
stand
dear.
in actual shadows,
So
not fake shadows or illusions.
okay, so Otto's casting a big armor shadow, but Napano can only stand in auto shadow.
Correct.
It's not real.
Got it.
Okay.
It has to be real.
Interesting.
All right, well,
Okay.
stay away from
So
auto, I
you-
guess.
So theoretically, you could not stand in magical darkness. It would not work. It has to be
Okay.
real shadows.
Okay.
So High Noon
You're
sucks.
a real shadow.
We can work with that, though. That solves the biggest problem. I think we could probably pass UA off as a secretary or a court scribe or something.
Okay, well then I'm going to use my disguise kit to dress up UA and Gazelle to make them blend in a little bit more.
Probably good. You probably take the cloaks of the scouts and use them as bigger cloaks.
Sure.
Hide yourself.
Yeah.
And then I guess Lyle's going to peel the uniform off of one of these dead guys.
Easy done. The lack of head makes it a little gross, but you know what? There's a river.
Yeah.
There's a little pond. You can wash it.
Oh, great! Getting to wear dead people clothes.
Yeah.
How lovely.
It's not so
You
bad.
fun.
Nice.
It would be weird if I said this is not the first time.
No.
Not
No.
really. I mean, how do you think I get clothes?
I'd be shocked if it wasn't.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, if you guys want to talk more specific strategy once we're in, I'm going to get a drink. I'll be right back.
How
Now that
dare
we've got
you.
the disguise situation figured out.
You're a disguise situation.
I think that's how we're gonna run it. I'm gonna get up real fast too. I will be
Okay.
right back.
Ah, Jesus.
Nice. Fucking wrecked.
No one mutes.
I mute.
The
I
damn
knew.
just sounded like the Yoda scream.
Seagulls, stop it now.
Beak, buck, book, buck, buck, beak, beak. Fucking birds.
You're a nerd.
Came
I
back.
said birds, not nerds.
Oh, okay.
Bird
Welcome
nerd.
back.
Pretty nerdy.
I mean, you're also a nerd.
Oh. Did everybody get up? Or are we just waiting for me?
Someone else got up, yeah.
Okay.
I'm back.
Oh, and he's back.
Welcome back.
Okay, now that you guys are back, I've got to get up.
Damn
Okay.
it.
You're banned. Are you
I
actually
was
getting
kidding.
up? Okay.
I was kidding.
I'm ready to continue when everybody else is.
Yep, I'm good.
Okay. One moment. I gotta check something. I like this kicking tune.
Right.
This is very good for infiltration. I like it. Very jazzy and upbeat. Maybe not jazzy, but energetic.
Yeah.
I need to increase the volume on this fucking sweet beat.
Okay.
You make
Okay.
it-
Now the dance number's over. Are we ready to
Now it's just again.
proceed?
Never.
Never over.
You know, it's fun. I like
The Mage dance. Let's see it.
it.
No, maybe. Hold on. If everyone's ready, then.
Yes.
Never ready.
Oh, hell yeah, the Mage dance.
Oh yeah. Here we fucking go.
Okay. So, you set off taking on your disguises with Vidar. Vidar is what, in the lead with the two Tengu in front of him, the Morosians behind him?
Sure.
Yeah. For sake of purposes, I'm just gonna say that Tori has a Tengu mask on.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Yasuo has his Tengu mask on.
Nice. Okay. I'm going to say that everybody else has been sufficiently disguised. Upon was hiding in the shadows. Otto looks suspiciously like Vidar. Lad's going to come up to Otto, who presumably looks just like Vidar now, and it's kind of creepy. He's going to say, okay, listen, Oddball. If you open your mouth, it's going to kind of give everything away, so no matter what, don't say anything to anybody. I'll do the talking for you. You got it?
Otto's standing there kind of awkwardly.
Looks very awkward with that face.
While also not saying anything.
I can be scary.
Oh.
That was pretty
Ooh.
good. But don't do that. Unless you have to.
Okay.
You could be scary if you need to.
Okay. I will try my best.
Okay. Just, maybe don't torch the whole building. Unless you have to. It might come to that, actually.
Okay.
All right.
Tori, would you be upset if we went scorched earth on your familial home?
I'd be a little upset, yeah.
Okay, well, we'll try and avoid that.
All right. So how direct are you guys being here? So are you like taking the road here
Well,
towards the
Yeah.
castle?
Tori and Yasuo are in the front, so they would probably know how to just go there straight up. No detours necessary.
You could like cut through this way and head through the town, this forest here, to get to the front. If you're going to the front doors.
We would take a route that would be fit for a political party. So, it's kind of I don't know if it's kind of weird to be coming from our direction anyway. How about we say that there's like a path that leads.
Taking a real long way, huh?
Can we do like a where's the pointer button?
Just press and hold, I think.
That's the circle.
That's the ping.
Where's the arrow?
Storm, do you have music playing?
No, it must
No,
be
it's
the
Mage.
it's
It's
Mage
the
stuff.
background sound.
Yeah,
I see.
I turned it down. It's a fucking bot. What can I say? Let's say that there's a shortcut through here that we take, so we don't have to walk all the way through town.
Okay. But you are sticking to the road for the most part.
Yes.
Important to know. Okay.
Go this way, this way, this way, through here. Bang.
Why am I not
No,
Oh.
You don't like that one?
no. I'm trying to say that there's like a shortcut in this.
Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. So, this is going to be risky. So, we're going to have to roll some dice.
Okay.
You're defying danger as a group. So, but each of you can do different things. Some are using disguises, so you're trying to just fit in. So that would just be charm. So you roll your charisma. If you're trying to be stealthy, like Napano, and stick to shadows, that's probably more dex.
Sure.
If you're just trying to be smart about it, you could roll your intelligence. I think that would apply here. Your wisdom.
That's weird.
So are we choosing a modifier per person,
Yes.
or are we doing that as a group?
All of you choose a modifier per person, and then just kind of give me a run. We'll go down the list, and you tell me what you're kind of doing, and then you're going to decide what stat you're trying to use. You're going to tell us, and then we'll move on to the next person, and then when we get to the end, we'll roll. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay. Oh. What was that?
I don't know.
Okay. Let's
Okay,
start
so
with Tori.
yes.
Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna ask if you want us to like just make a list right now, but it sounds like that's what you're doing.
That's what I'm doing right now. That's why I'm going down the list to ask.
Okay.
Tori, what are you doing? What stat are you trying to roll?
Tori is going to be nervous, so she's going to be mostly imitating Yasuo's movements, and she's going to be watching him. So she's going to be kind of like trying to look like she's cool, calm, and collected as they kind of walk into her family home. So I'm going to say she's going to be probably rolling dex.
I would say it would be, if you're copying
That
Yasuo, it
sounds-
sounds like insight. That's wisdom, but
That would be charisma
or charisma for
or
deception.
wisdom.
Um,
Dex would be more if you're just trying to dart between shadows and trying to be quick and agile and hiding, not imitating somebody.
okay, well, maybe. All right, I guess I can roll wisdom. I don't have any modifier for that though. That sucks. F.
Ooh,
Whoa.
there. Those are your choices. That's kind of the examples.
Study, apply expertise, or enact a clever plan. She might go with int then.
Okay.
Because she's trying to push the plan.
Okay. So you're rolling in intelligence. Then.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So, Tori. All right. Next up, Gazelle, because you're up top of this map now. So I'm asking you, what are you doing? What you gonna roll?
Gazelle's just walking.
Is he even trying to hide?
Not really. I mean, he's just kind of like, just doing what he does. He's just Gazelle.
Well, you want to just say charisma then? Just see if you fit in?
Either that or Dex, because he's not falling. Like, he's just, walking. He's got dexterity for moving.
He's got
That's-
dexterity for moving.
It's technically, like, walking is a feat of dexterity.
So you're rolling charisma. Gotcha. You cheeky bastards. All right. Gazelle's rolling charisma. Wait, what are you doing?
Hey.
What's your turn to roll?
Bitch.
Wade, being a soldier, is going
Sure.
to try and walk in cadence with Adam
Okay.
to fit in. And I don't know if I can aid him if we're going to try and walk in cadence together.
Basically, what will happen is you're all going to roll, and depending on if you get like a 10 and above, you can save someone else from a failure. If you roll 7, you just pass. But if you roll 10 or above, you could save someone else from failing. So you could be helping them that way.
Okay. Yeah, with me and Adam being the big guys, I think if we're in cadence, it'll draw less attention.
Probably.
What stat do you think that applies?
I'm calling charisma. Fitting
Okay.
in. Working the
Sure thing.
public.
Works for me. Way is charisma. Otto, what are you doing?
Otto is trying to look as big and scary as he can.
Sounds like charisma.
So charisma, yeah.
Okay.
Or are you listening to like a Homestar Runner song over there? Because that's what it sounds like.
No, I don't.
It's the background
It's
music for the game.
I'll mute it. It's a bop though. I'm sad.
I don't know what. Yeah, like the music from the Roll20 is not working for me, and I don't know why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me either.
It's
I have
buggy.
to-
You might have to restart it.
I
I
hear
did-
it and I
I
like
did
it.
go-
have restarted.
I
It's
found the
not.
song on YouTube too, so I was listening into it there because it was not
bop.
as loud.
Except be Lyle. Lyle, what you doing? What you trying to roll?
Well, instinct says to use charisma, but I think I'm gonna go wisdom for this one because Lyle has experience in these situations.
All right. Fair enough. Lyle is rolling wisdom. And Apano, what are you rolling? What you doing?
Napano's just gonna try to stay in the shadows and not make any sound, so probably Dex.
Okay.
If possible, maybe like scout ahead and see if like, hey, there's a big contingent of sentries ahead or something like that with the owl, but mostly
see.
just being quiet.
Is the owl invisible?
No.
Okay, well in that case the owl's just gonna merge with me and not be there.
It's an owl. It isn't. It's a odd owl, but it's not too.
Woohoo!
All right. Last up, Adam. What you doing? What you rolling?
So Adam is just kind of like noticing that Way is trying to move in sort of a regimented pattern. Just sort of tries to keep step with him while also sort of just making occasional motions to keep Shere Khan's attention, more or less passing himself off as like the handler of the dragon dog.
Sure.
And also just trying to look kind of as imposing and as intimidating as possible, just as like, don't ask questions you don't want answers to, kind of. So I would say probably charisma.
Okay. Adam.
Fair.
Charisma. That's everybody. All right, everybody. Take the chosen stat you picked and roll plus your modifier.
Are we
Let
doing
people
defy
get-
Defy
danger as
danger.
it, or
It's defy danger, yes.
Okay.
Do it as a group.
So that's int, and then I enter my modifier in this box on the right.
This is gonna be fucking awful.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 and a 1. This is not looking good.
Uh-oh.
Six.
We need some tens, guys.
Oh dear. Oh no.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Uh-oh. Well, let's see. Those of you who succeeded, but you did not see those that failed.
Oops.
It looks
See,
like
so
Tori's the only
Otto-
one who failed, I think. Oh, well, no,
How-
Tori and
Wait.
Way.
I was gonna say Adam succeeded.
How does
Oh,
this
and-
affect the dragon amulet?
I believe this would just be one failure.
Oh,
Because you're
okay.
rolling as a group.
So we're up to 3 charges.
4, I think.
We grab those. Hold on.
We might need it.
You have more charges than that.
Oh,
No
look at
shit. Okay.
Oh shit, hold on. Oh no. Oh no.
that.
Oh no. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. They're
Oh,
too
no.
big. They're too big for this map. Oh,
That's
well.
what she said.
You shut up. You failed.
I didn't fail.
Damn it.
I got a
Alright.
7.
So it goes up to 6. 2 more failures and it's a usable thing.
Yay!
Alright, so Tori and Lvat and Way fail. Interesting. Okay, well, let me ask the two of you. What gives you away? Like, what's the thing that doesn't quite work of this situation between the two of you?
Say I'm leading in the front with Yasuo, and I'm leading in Entourage. I'm gonna guess what goes wrong. Let me see.
Someone,
I mean,
someone recognizes
it's
your
your
stupid
first time.
wings.
It's your first time back in your hometown. Like, you could just be nervous.
Yeah, I'm definitely letting the nerves get to me.
Okay. Way.
I'm not white.
Not working as a Morosian. I see. I understand. Like, he's.
They're a little
he's
too
from
racist for this.
They're a little too racist for this.
Since when do you guys hire Asians? And Lyle's like tugging his collar. Jeez.
Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh.
Diversity hire?
I'm the DEI character of the campaign.
Damn.
Oh.
That's
No,
the
mind
issue.
you,
Tori's-
we can
Tori-
say I got distracted looking at a food vendor. I stared too long.
Oh, I got it.
That's-
That's the issue. Tori has a fox mask and not a Tengu mask, not a crow mask.
That's true.
We could say that if you want that to be like the reason.
I don't
like,
know. I just looked at the image. I'm like, wait.
You're passing through this kind of more residential area, and you spot a food vendor. It's like, ooh, that's good. And you stop, and you
Homer
get left
Simpson.
behind.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And everyone like walks past because they're like trying to not be noticed. It's like, and then you look over. It's like, oh fuck, they walked away. Shit.
You're lost. Oh no.
Donuts.
On the flip side, the food's really good, but you are getting looks because you are dressed as a Barosian, and in a village of Tangri, where tensions are high. So that's not great.
Fine, don't worry about it.
No one's attempting to like attack you or anything, but your people are looking at you.
You're definitely a not winged man in a winged man village.
Tori, you only failed 6, but you still failed, so I have to punish you.
Lacking the discipline required to be Tengu.
No.
Ironic.
The problem is, Tori, you wear a wig, you're wearing a mask. There's a problem though. You have things that are very difficult to hide.
Boobs.
No,
Titties.
your wings.
What about him?
They
They're red.
probably stand out, and probably can be recognized by the people who used to know you.
She dyed her wings too. I said, all right. In my defense, I said long ago that she also dyed her wings, just like she dyed her hair.
Can you dye feathers?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
And have them
Fair
still
enough.
be effective?
Did you dye your hair or did you just wear a wig?
I thought you just wore a wig.
She does. She wears a wig, and
Listen.
she wasn't like she just went in and like ripped all her feathers out and put new ones in.
They are
Just
feather
have-
wigs, for your information. If you pull on them, they'll slip off the like little caps. It's got red wings under there.
Is that how it works?
No, not at all.
She dyed her wings. That's my defense. The wig is a wig.
Is it enough though?
Okay, maybe your stupid ass bent over to pick up a quarter and your fucking mask fell off.
Because like,
I
are
mean,
you
they-
wearing?
They
Are you
might
even
still look
wearing-
at your wings and be like, what the fuck are those?
I mean, she failed an intelligence roll. It could honestly be that her mask isn't regulation.
No
What
one's
if-
recognized commands.
Wait a
Here's the
minute,
thing-
where'd she get the mask from?
Here's a couple things. On top of the wings. Number 1, you're wearing just a mask you were given. most Tengu have a somewhat personalized mask, and most Tengu can recognize each other's masks. So you're just running around with a mask that they
Probably
don't
from a dead body.
necessarily immediately recognize. Probably not from a dead body, unless you took one from a Tengu and just kept it for funsies,
They'll say,
which
"Hey,
also
Joel,
would be a red flag, which also
I
would
thought you were
probably
dead, Joel."
out you. So a thing I will point out about the Tengri that you come across is that we've only seen Tengri with like wings that are like, traditional angels like wings, but I always imagine the Tengri having a little more variety than that. So like you see a lot of different places where wings are on a bunch of these Tengri. Some of them are the lower back, some are like closer to their uh, shoulder blades, some are like mid back, some are on their head.
Oh.
Those are the weird ones. Everyone makes fun of them.
Can we be racist against those ones? Yeah.
Some have them on their hips. Just depends on the Tengri. It's very different.
As
But-
the person of color in the group, I don't approve of us being racist.
As the
should
racist to the
talk
group,
to-
I approve of being racist.
So-
God.
Between your stature, your particularly like wings, and your height, and who you resemble, and the fact that you're wearing a mask that is not yours,
Suspicious.
and potentially, when was the last time you dyed your wings?
Uh-oh.
Probably been a while.
You got some red roots
probably-
showing.
It's probably been a while.
I don't think that's how
So-
wings work.
You catch some eyes, and you do start noticing some Tengu starting to fall in line behind your group. Doesn't stop you, just starts following behind you.
Terrifying. Well, I think that's to be expected considering our entourage here.
Yeah.
Where
How
they're
many
like
have we picked up?
suspicious, but not.
Not a-
well, that
Enough to be like, that's worth some questions. But they do have this guy with them, so we have to watch. We can't just murder you outright. We gotta wait a little.
Sus.
Yeah, I'm here.
I mean, to the point where, like, are there enough of them that maybe I could jump out of the shadows and silently take them out? If I rolled well? Or are there too many?
We're just gonna walk around town murdering anybody that gives us a funny look.
it's gonna maybe be alarming if you don't one-shot them. So
And there are multiple, so if you take out one, the other one's gonna probably notice that the other is dead.
Okay, yeah, I'm asking how many. How
You're not-
many Tengu have we picked up? Would you say?
Starting at 2, then eventually 4.
Okay, that's a
And they're kind of flanking behind and in front of you. Not too close, but close enough that you can notice them if you're looking for them.
are they watching us from the shadows or something? Because they're ahead of us.
They're like, they kind of sometimes like step out and are noticeable, and then sometimes they kind of duck into like a small crowd as they walk by, and you do start seeing people like whispering to each other, watching you pass by. People look nervous. Things look tense as you get closer and closer to the castle.
Are they all wearing masks? Can we see
Yes.
that they look nervous then?
The people are not wearing masks, but the Tengu all are.
Oh, okay,
That's a Tengu thing. That's not a Tengri thing.
gotcha.
All
All right.
Tengu are Tengri, but they're not all Tengri are Tengu.
It's a Tengu thing you wouldn't understand.
That's right. You wouldn't understand. Speaking of which, Wei, how do you remedy the situation? You are a bit behind. What do you do? You're not.
How much
in
food do
immediate-
I have?
Oh, how much food do you want?
Damn it, don't put this on me.
You
Go
could
for
grab
it.
enough food to carry like an armful.
I
And he
rolled a
only has-
5. What do I get with a 5?
Oh. Pastries. Just lots of pastries.
Okay, cool. I'm eating a donut.
They're jelly filled.
This is acceptable for now.
Oh no.
They only
I guess
have-
I'll just be trying to make my way back to their group with my stash of pastries. Why no one stopped me from doing this? I don't know.
Too distracted.
We're narratively say that you give them a coin. They only ask for like a coin for these pastries. It's like, oh shit, business is slow. I'll take a fucking gold coin. Fuck yes.
I'm gonna assume also that there's no Tengu focusing on Wei, considering the other group.
Not currently. However, I will ask Wei to make one more roll to see if you can return to the group without issue. If you
All right.
don't, then maybe some Tengu get involved.
All right, what stat do you want me to use?
You're just trying to get back to the group, right?
Hmm.
Doesn't sound like you're trying to like sneakily get back to them. You're just trying to foot it. What? Not foot it? That's not the fucking term. Hoof it. That's it. Trying to hoof it back to the group. So,
Maybe Constitution. Just keep on keeping on.
I would say if we were going by like original D&D rules, I would say like that would be like athletics almost, because you're just running. So
Let me just say,
strength.
Majay, I rolled whatever it is. If it's not strength, I fail.
well, as Ed was arguing in your favor, I was gonna say strength for like using your just. I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna hoof it. I'm just gonna go. So.
Okay, I got exactly 7.
You, all right. You do unfortunately gain a couple followers of Tengu, but they do not stop you, and you do regrow the group. You do now notice there are now 6 Tengu following you. So numbers have increased, so it's a little more dangerous. But you are not stopped, and you have pastries. So you know what? Probably a win.
You know, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, you're not dead. You have sweets.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess that these Tengu following us are being subtle, but when there's 6 of them tracking the group, you know, do I need to roll to notice these fuckers?
No. They're like in that weird stage of like they want you to know they're there, but they're also like disappearing to make you uncomfortable.
So they're not like, you know, actively hiding. It's kind of like, you know,
They like
they're
they
stalking
shift
their
between-
prey.
Yeah, they make their presence known by like popping out, saying, "Hey, we're here," and then you look back, and they're gone. And they're still, but you know they're still following you.
We are most certainly to have all eyes on us. I think we've probably picked up every Tengu on the way so far. Where are we at now, abouts in the map?
Let's see. You are pretty close to the castle, I'd say. The crowds start thinning out as you get closer and closer.
So
The
like
guards
right
start. Yeah, about right there.
Okay.
Some of the normal soldiers, not Tengu, start noticing you. They don't stop you, but they see the Tengu on your tail, and just kind of watch you. A couple of them like move ahead toward the castle, probably to inform them of your coming presence.
Probably like just pap the guy next to him like, dude, get a fucking load of that.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is up with that girl with her wings? What the fuck?
What do they think they're fucking hiding?
Did she dye her wings? Is
Yo,
she
there's a
crazy?
ninja with huge wings over there.
Hi.
Cool.
Alright, well, should we, what do you think, gang? Do we press on, or do we stop to confront our tailors?
There's
Well,
nowhere
there's a
else
way to
we
do
could
it
go.
sneakily.
I don't.
We could
Before-
confront them without necessarily murder. We could try and just be like, hey, what's your problem? See if we can bluff them.
Yeah, before we get into the castle, I would like to have Otto turn around and glare them down and try to intimidate them.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, then let's do a point where we kind of stop, and Lyle's like, maybe we slow down, not stop completely. Lyle's gonna say, you know,
I don't want to say anything to them.
we
I
don't have.
just want to glare at them.
You don't have to say nothing. I'm gonna say to our group here. I'm gonna say, I think we've got some company. Maybe this isn't working as well as I'd hoped.
Adam just kind of like glances over at Renee and just says, "Gee, I wonder why."
Gazelle looks around incredibly obviously, but he's like, "Where?"
Tori's a little afraid to look.
Barry is staring at the pastries. He desperately wants a pastry.
I bet it's the head. That head is what they're giving us away. I'm telling you.
Barry's asking for a donut. Can you have one?
Barry quickly nods his head very rapidly.
Maybe later.
Oh.
It's okay, Barry. I'll get you donuts on the way out.
Barry is the family dog.
Okay, Aaron. I need you to put on your best death glare.
All right. That sounds like you're defying danger. Either using, well, wisdom says exerting your willpower. That feels applicable here.
To wisdom.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, it's not very scary.
Jesus Christ.
He's gonna look over and make like a really stupid face.
Yes. God, no.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. How do I respond?
All right, Otto, intimidate him.
He like tries to glare, but Otto's never had a face like this before, so Otto doesn't know how to animate it. It's like, how do I glare?
Just blinks really hard.
He's just widening his eyes a lot.
Winks at them really fast.
Does like an eye flutter.
Oh, Otto.
Well, okay. Here's what happens. The Tengu that were following you no longer tried to hide. In fact, you're now joined by the soldiers, who are now all just kind of surrounding you. And now you're not just like walking of your own volition. You are being marched toward the castle.
Oh.
They don't say anything to you. Their presence makes it clear. You're going this way. You're gonna keep going.
It was where we were going anyway, so.
Yeah.
It's on you. That's where I want to go anyway.
I'm gonna say, we're gonna play cool.
Play it cool. Play it cool.
Play cool.
It's cool. We're cool.
It's cool. Gazelle just shrugs.
Everything's cool.
Adam just kind of rolls his eyes.
What are you rolling your eyes for? And see you do anything.
Oh yes, go through the front door. He says. It'll be fine, she says.
This isn't my. This could have gone any. I hate you.
You're my real dad. I hate you.
Well, we're just gonna keep going then.
Alright.
Yeah.
I have to.
We're
put
kinda
some
in it
things
now.
down. Hold on. I'm putting tokens on a map. Give me a moment.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab a drink over.
You should grab a drink. Then I'm gonna need. Oh, I need soldier tokens.
Hey, that's another mark on our dragon amulet, isn't it?
It sure is. That's right. You remembered.
Good job, baby.
It goes up to 7. Just one
Hey,
more.
but
And
I didn't fail. So.
hey, well, you remembered.
Shut up. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's that potato he just posted in the chat?
That'll do for now.
That's his intimidating face.
Mr. Angry Eyes.
It could have been like
Oh
this.
no.
Came back.
Sheldon.
Welcome back.
That's it.
Well, I gotta not grab Norio because he's not here. The rest of you are. Now I gotta move all your tokens in here. I don't want the scribbly line. Why did I grab the scribbly? Get out of here! Fuck off!
Goodbye, Squibbly. This is too soon. Take it before your time.
Oh, man, I'm going to miss that Squibbly.
Yes, it does. Alright, so you get to the castle. Good news. Bad news. You are surrounded.
You know what? Maybe we wanted to be surrounded.
Did you? Did you really?
Maybe.
You know, to be fair, we have scuffled with more Tengu and come out fine.
You know, maybe they're friendly.
The Raiders note, they are not. Not at all. Well, you have made it to the castle. They are all kind of crowded around you, like watching you. One of the Tengu walks up to the gate and kind of gestures toward the inside. The soldiers step back as if to allow you inside. Still not saying anything.
Play it cool, Barry.
Somehow he gets sunglasses.
Well, I was just gonna kind of, shrug, cross his arms behind his back, put his nose up, and just keep walking with Otto. Act like,
Yeah.
yeah, you better have invited us here. We belong here.
Just gonna stomp on in.
You should have control of your tokens.
Are you still trying to intimidate by, like, stomp walking?
Yeah. He's trying
That's
his best.
Here goes Otto.
very cute. Napano, good news. You don't think any of them have noticed you. The bad news is obvious.
Yeah, with so many people crowding around, I'm sure there's lots of shadows on all sides of us.
There's plenty of shadows to hide in. Good news. They're
Yeah.
not. There's not as many are your friends now.
I think I'm gonna try to stick with the party, but also if they get hauled off to the dungeons and I have to be the one to do a jailbreak, I'll stick to the shadows and be the one person who doesn't get caught, maybe. If that is where things are headed. If we're gonna get jumped right away, I'm gonna do a sneak attack right away, so we'll see.
We will see indeed. Let's see. Well, you are free to continue on as I attempt to find a token for funsies. But please continue.
I don't like the
Press on.
sound of that.
Guess we'll just meander on in then.
Yeah, I guess we're going in.
So I'm gonna know where everything is, right? I'm gonna assume we're just gonna go straight in through the middle here. This is gonna lead
Yeah.
to the
That's going
throne
to
room.
lead to... Yes, exactly.
I'm gonna try not to break rank. I think keeping Vidar in the middle is gonna be the way that we go about this.
Works for me.
Just continue the charade.
Yeah, Adam's still pretty much taking up the rear, so as to allow.
The pile of shadows
Shade.
behind.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Mage, you should give Soram Yasuo to move.
I can move Yasuo.
I don't wanna. Okay,
You
I
don't
did.
wanna.
I don't
Now I
wanna.
do.
It's my toy, Mom, not his.
Mom says it's
Right.
my turn to be Yasuo.
Hold on. I'm placing down tokens.
Okay. We're waiting for more trouble.
Yes. All right. So you reach the front doors. The Tengu and the soldiers follow behind and are like behind you. The two of them, two of the Tengu, stop next to Wei. They look at your pastries. They look at you.
Uh
You
oh.
want
Yep.
one?
Hungry?
One of the Tengu just shakes his head and gestures after your party. Almost politely, you guess. He could just slap them out of your hand, but he didn't. How nice.
That was a nice one.
He knows you're too good to waste.
I mean, birds
He
eat bread
knows.
off the ground all the time. This
He
is
knows a good pastry when he sees it.
Tori's going to
Wow, that was racist.
open the door up after sharing a look with Yasuo. Like,
Yasuo looks like, well, he's behind a mask, so you don't know what his face looks like. But you get the feeling that he's tense. All right, you slide open the doors.
sliding open the doors.
You slide open the doors to the entryway, and there are statues. Oh,
I like statues.
of noble Tengri warriors. Although they look like samurai here, because that's the map I have.
Is this not the entrance to the throne room?
It is the entrance to the rest of the castle. There's a set of doors right behind it.
Oh, then just pop up. Pop up.
All right. So, you open up the doors, and you see this central hallway. And you know that the throne rooms are over here. You see more Tengu, more soldiers, and one smarmy-looking Tengri at the very end of the hall. Just kind of arms behind his back.
Wow, I hate him already.
Looking at you expectantly as he gestures for you to enter.
Does he look like a bitch?
Does he look like a bitch? Yes.
Where is Wings?
Well, that picture doesn't have wings, but he has wings. His wings are on his hips.
Oh, not his head. Goddamn. Alright, whatever.
Hip wings.
Hip wings,
Okay.
yes. How rude.
I'm slightly more racist against him now that I know he has hip wings.
You would be, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Dare you? Okay.
He's mad because you're right.
All right. So, this guy gestures for you to approach. The Tengu behind you stop and are just like standing in the doorway. There's two Tengu. As soon as you open the doors, you look to your left and right. There are Tengu right there, staring at you. Would you know this person? Probably. This is probably a bootlicker that you know that was very loyal to your father growing up.
Wormsley.
No. No.
Okay.
No, you silly bitch. Come on.
It's a good name though. You like it.
Don't
I
make
kinda
me.
do.
I will just find a...
Javier Wormsley? He's a gummy worm?
I hate all of you. I hate all of you.
What food is he
So-
named after?
So we know him. He knows us. Does he recognize us?
Mm,
And what's his name?
Yeah, what's his name, Majay, if it's not Wormsley?
Hold on. We're rolling on the table.
He didn't
I
even
don't-
have one ready.
Oh no. It is Wormsley.
I don't think he's expecting us to fuck up this bad.
That I introduced a character who smarmily waits for you to arrive? No, I didn't
Yes.
think he's fucking that bad.
Is his name Maximus Gaylord?
No, his name is Yukio.
It would be.
Yugeho? Got it.
Yeah, sure.
Sup, gay-ho?
You know this person, Tori. He was around your father a lot. He had became a Tengu before you did. He's a little older than you, but not by much. Very much a bootlegger. Very much a teacher's pet. Always doing what your father asked. And you, judging by his face, that appears to have not changed.
Looks like he's got the taste of asshole in his mouth.
Yes.
You
Okay.
can tell by how brown his nose is.
He does not address you immediately, Tori, but he does look to Yasuo. Yasuo, you've returned. And so late at that. Without any word. How interesting that you come in the company of our friend.
I'm gonna immediately size this guy up.
Okay.
Shit.
You look suspicious. Oh,
Well, now-
this was not. Oh wait. But that
charges
adds to
the dragon
that adds to
amulet.
The amulet.
Let me go get the dragon amulet.
Oh my god.
We cannot catch a break. I'm sorry, guys.
Hey, boss.
Well, you can't use it for this roll, I would say. But next roll.
Just hold.
Listen,
Holy shit.
he already thought we looked suspicious. He was just interrogating Yasuo about how suspicious we were.
Well, Lyle, you try to size him up, and actually what happens is he sizes you up. So he kind of looks at you, Lyle, looking at him, you're trying to look haughty, and, you know, the same kind of way he looks, you're trying to look at him, but he can tell that you're a little full of shit. That something's off. Something's not right. You kind of give away the game a little, but not too much. I'm not sure how much he realizes. But you do think you're a little compromised.
Okay.
Actually, a little short to be a stormtrooper.
He looks at you, raises an eyebrow, then looks to Vidar. Duke Vidar, what brings you? It's so strange to see you so far from the port, as I had heard you were. Well, did you come to visit us? Come to discuss matters with Lord Ares, perhaps?
I'm gonna speak up as soon as he addresses Vidar and say, Duke Vidar is here on very important business.
He cuts you off. I did not ask you.
You
Do you presume to allow this fellow to speak for you, my lord?
Does King Ares presume to let this speak for him? Well, I was gonna say motioning towards Geho.
Damn, Uno reverse card.
Ares is not here right now. He's attending to other business. Which does bring up a good question. Yasuo, what happened to your task? Yasuo stares. He doesn't look at you, because he knows that's just more suspicious, but he stares at him. I was successful in retrieving the stone. Oh? You were you? Excellent, excellent. Though that news does come a little late. Our lord has discovered something of what he was looking for. Though I suppose I should not admit such things amongst our other friends here. No. He kind of looks at Vidar again. I'm sorry to report, Lord Vidar, that Lord Ares did want to search for something with the stone before we gave it to you. But you'll be happy to know that he's already discovered the location of the thing he seeks. So we are willing to return it to you, if that is what you are here to attain. Interested.
It is. This
Heartens me
is
that
very
you
good news.
It heartens me that you would bring it here before you handed it over. Is that perhaps why you have brought Vidar here to discuss? Is he displeased? He kind of gives a smarmy look at Vidar.
Otto's going to cross his arms.
Oh. Hmm. Has something happened to your tongue, sir?
It was very busy last night.
He burned it on soup.
Yes. Hot soup.
On soup, you say.
Oh my god.
It's a very bad burn.
So he's got strep throat or something. I don't know.
You're gonna have to parlay with him if you want him to believe that.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, 7.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. You now have advantage in the next roll involving this guy, so remember that. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. Hmm.
I know they don't make decent soups here in bird country, but Morosian soup's very hot. If you could even breathe the next morning, it was considered a very poor affair.
Well, you did roll a 7, but he needs some assurance to believe this. So what does he?
Would you
What
like
does
some
he
soup?
do?
Fortunately, we didn't bring any soup with us, so
Ah,
have to take our word.
here's. It's very simple. He approaches. Actually, he gestures for Vidar to approach. He stops here. Well, regardless, it is good to see you, sir. Perhaps we can discuss matters. Things are tense. Perhaps we can ease some of the issues that have sprung up with our agreements. And he holds out his hand to you, basically asking you to come and shake his hand.
God, he's so slimy.
You presume to touch the Duke of Moros?
Does the Duke presume that he is better than shaking the hand of the right hand of Lord Ares?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, kinda.
Interesting. Very interesting. All right, doesn't believe you then. If you're not going to do the thing he's asking you to do, he's not going to believe you. So he's now more suspicious of you.
Yeah, fuck him.
I don't know, Aaron, you gonna shake his hand?
No.
Ooh. Well, we've started to reach a stalemate, and things are looking tenser. So what happens?
You know what? You could probably shake his hand. You got a metal hand. Vidar's probably wearing armor.
I think he was actually wearing chainmail, wasn't he?
Does he
I don't
have
think Vidar would shake his hand. That's why
He
I'm
was,
not
but-
doing it.
The difference is, what if Otto's hand is smaller and his hand just goes through the illusion?
Also fair.
probably would?
You might not be
I think you could probably shake his hand without raising suspicion, but if you don't Think Vidar would do it then? Do I think Vidar would do it?
Do you?
Maybe it's
From what
you get like a spout lore or discern realities, maybe.
I'll give a little bit to you because you do know of this man. He always he's a charismatic kind of guy, kind of haughty, but like will put on appearances.
Hmm.
Could just be
If
that
it
his
will get him something, he will
He'll do it.
put on airs.
I think you could argue that he's tired from the trip up here because he did just climb a mountain. So he's too exhausted to speak, but can extend the pleasantry of a simple handshake.
I'm going to say, as this guy starts giving us looks, Lyle stands by his, don't you dare touch our Duke. And he's like, well, I find it incredibly presumptuous that you would lay hands on our leader. Even though I know he's kind and generous and would be more than happy to grace you with his touch that you're unworthy of.
I find it presumptuous that the Duke and the manner of agreement that we have with him would attempt to undermine our authority by spreading a questionable drug amongst our people, and also having spies on our borders and watching our every move.
Well, you don't like to party?
I think perhaps if you are here to meet Lord Ares, that you should step into the waiting room and await his return. And he gestures toward the room to the right of you, which the guard next to Yasuo opens. And I'm going to reveal it now. Yo!
Are there weights in the waiting room?
He looks at you.
Because I'll
Narrows
just
his
look
eyes,
at him.
confused. No?
Well, what good is a waiting room without weights?
You'll have to forgive our cleric. He's very good at what he does and nothing else.
Would you step inside, please?
Will there be drinks?
We are inside.
Yes, we will get you drinks.
Duke Vidar accepts your offer.
Does he? Good. Well, he looks away.
I was
He
just
looks at
gonna
you
nod.
excitedly, and points to that room, gestures to the room.
One moment, please.
Oh. That was a good roll.
Oh, very nice.
First one of the night.
Right, someone.
Would you like to ask one of those questions?
Barring the fact that we are clearly being set up, is there any, traditional traps in this room? Are we going to walk in here and get gassed or something? Or, step on a panel and spikes pop out of the walls?
Looking it over, and if you step inside the room, you do not see anything immediately obvious, or I don't think there's a gas trap in here, or there's going to be spikes in the floor. Although those are tatami mats, so who knows what the fuck's under there. So that is a point of concern, perhaps.
I'm able to put my toes down and scoot the mat aside, see if there's a vent or a fucking spike hole underneath.
No.
Okay.
There's a crawl space.
Cool. I like crawl spaces. I'm in.
But no, you do not see an immediate trap. Beyond that you're
Probably
being
prisoner.
put into a room and being told to wait there
I'll accept this.
very incessantly. Do the rest of you go inside?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna stand by the doorway.
Gazelle bows his head and he motions and has Barry bow as well before walking in.
Barry bows his head.
waiting room, is there any way that they can bar the door or lock us in otherwise?
I mean, it's a sliding door. Beyond having a fuck ton of guards at the door, not really. There are
Okay.
barred windows.
Hey, Mage, would
Yeah.
Tori and Yasuo know if this room was a trap room?
You know that there are tatami mats with a crawl space beneath, and Lyle, you kind of pick up on this as well as you're looking at it, like thinking about it. It's for, if like you just want to slide underneath the tatami mat and just kind of subtly
Stab up through.
poison stabbing someone with a poison needle. Just in case. This is the we're not sure if we care to keep these guests alive waiting room.
As I kind of go in, I'm gonna motion towards one of the shadows with my bag of pastries, like I'm just kind of flinging it around, and pray to God Napano takes a hint.
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to decide whether I can maybe like this is kind of a shadowy spot right here. There's
Oh,
shadows right here.
there are plenty of shadows in here if you want to try to duck between them. The pillars cast shadows. There's like candlelight on one side. There's plenty of candles and light to cast shadows, so you have plenty of spaces to jump to.
Yeah,
You might have to roll Defy Danger to jump successfully between them because it gets a little dicey, but you can do it.
I think I'm going to try and remain outside the room hidden in the shadows then.
Like if you want to wait for someone to pass by to jump into their shadow, you can.
I think Tori's going to sort of gesture over to Lyle and Yue and Wei to not sit by the table in case there is an assassin over there. She just kind of makes a little hand motion with her, like, "Hey, don't stand away from that, like toward the wall." It's fine.
He puts his pastries on the table and moves away.
Well,
It's probably fine for Yasu or Otto to sit where he is, though. So
there are more rooms in here with more tatami mats.
Oh, cool. My favorite.
Plenty of seating.
I'll stand, thanks.
Are you sure? It'd be funny though.
Gazelle wants to look under them.
There's the crawl space kind of stops at certain points where it's not important for there to be a crawl space there. But where there's seating, there's definitely like an avenue to crawl underneath, but enough like surface area to keep it from like just collapsing.
Is the door shut behind us now?
They shut it behind you, yes.
Okay, well, Napano's still out there.
Yeah. Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot that
For
you were out
vision
here.
purposes.
Bad.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
But I'm not able to see into where you guys are at. We're not able to see where I'm at. Medicine.
I think you're probably just gonna be watching what they decide to do.
Oh yeah, I'm remaining very, very still. Hardly breathing, in fact. How thick are these walls? Can they hear a conversation from this room?
They cannot. These walls between this meeting room and this hallway are thicker, so you can't really hear outside of there. Especially since these two start to walk away and are having a very quiet conversation.
Okay. You guys should figure out what the play is, because I don't see how we're... Unless Ares is in a very good mood and willing to talk us out, because, I mean, he did kind of just accuse the Muros people of like, hey, we know that you're peddling drugs to our people. It seems like they were doing that without Ares' knowledge and consent.
Certainly seems that way.
This Tengu starts to quickly leave. After a moment. And this fellow heads.
So I think we gotta decide what the play is with Ares. I guess we're sitting on our hands until he comes back, and hopefully we can make a deal with him.
How long?
I think we have not a lot of time, but we have time to maybe get out of this room and explore the castle. Maybe what we need to do is find proof or evidence that Ares is in fact, in the know. But that would probably mean we'd have to get out of here and get into his chambers.
I should ask, you say there's a crawl space beneath the tatami mats. Does that mean there's a way out of this room?
Yes.
Okay.
How long until we hear just the tink of someone trying to execute Vidar? Quote unquote Vidar.
I think whatever happens, this is going to be a time when we have to split up. The question though is like, how do we do that? It could. Napano's outside. We're all in here. There's a crawl space to get out. They're probably not going to be opening up this door until we are summoned to meet with Ares. So,
well, I don't think that brute forcing our way out of the room and trying to take on all the Tengu at once is the play.
That's suicide because there's 12 of them out there.
That's the
And
ones you've seen.
The ones we've seen. We have a full dragon amulet. We have. I think we need to get out through either the crawl space or maybe we can inspect the roof, the ceiling tiles, and see if we can't like crawl into the upstairs. Unless
what are we... So the objective is to find evidence somewhere at the castle, evidence that we don't know exists or where to find it.
I think our objective is to punch Tori's dad in the balls, and he's not even home. So I'm not really sure.
Already.
I'm not sure.
Tori doesn't want to kill her dad. We've been over this.
Yeah, but punching him in the balls is, up there.
She doesn't want to kill him, but she doesn't think she can dethrone him without a fight either. So it's not like she has much option here.
So we're just gonna do an Agni Kai and dishonor him in front of his court, basically.
Well, if we're able to discover evidence that he's in a part of this with Vidar and the Cladis, which I believe is in fact true. Like he's power hungry and he's attacking other clans to try and get it. Of course, he's going to use the power of a force that's telling him about magical artifacts that will give him the edge in conquering the rest of the country.
Sure sounds like he doesn't approve of the Cladis, though. So
that's true. That's something
that
that
on his people though.
Yukio is throwing out, but he doesn't seem to have an issue with it being used on others. But we heard from Norio that the soldiers here are passing it out to the people here. But I mean, we need to know like what he's planning with the artifacts as well, because he's got his own ambitions and they might not be good for the village either.
Okay, well, regardless of any of that, we got two options here. We either sit here and wait and see what happens, or we try and sneak out of this room. And if that's the case, like if we are sneaking out of the room, then what's the plan? Do we escape and try and live to fight another day, or what? If Ares isn't here, that kind of throws off our whole goal.
Right. I think Storm had it right that we might have to split up. If your guys' goal is to get evidence, I think some people should stay in the room in case they check back and look in. They might not count everyone if they just see bodies in here. But if one or two of us just dip out, they probably won't even notice.
Yeah, especially if we close this back door. Just pretend people are back there.
You could be back here, be out of sight as possible. And Apano is in good position to be outside and do stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how I always get in this position where I am alone or with one or two other people and fight a weird Frankenstein.
Hate to break it to you, but you're the rogue now. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
But yeah, we can go after Yukio if we think that he's most likely to have the evidence we want.
Okay, so what is the evidence we're trying to get that that Ares is working with Moros to poison the population, and therefore they should not trust him and should be okay with, Tory overthrowing him? Is that the angle we're working?
Yeah, I think we need to find evidence that he's bad for the people.
Okay.
And decision to align with the Cladis and Moros is going to damn the village.
So I have two theories about where to go for that. We either would have to go to like Ares' personal quarters and see if we can find a damning letter, diary, whatever, that exposes the evil plan. Or we could go down to like the dungeons and see if we could find any political prisoners he's thrown away that might know something, or I don't know, start a prison riot to kind of turn things in our favor, something.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like.
Okay, well, it seems like if we are going to split the party, Napano is kind of volunteered for the sneaky team, given the circumstances.
Yeah, it is.
Does she know the plan though yet?
Well,
No.
no.
Right now, I just think that I'm waiting outside to see what happens. Like, if they execute you, I will intervene. Otherwise, I'm like hiding.
Okay, well, who's gonna break off? Because I think that probably Tori should sneak off, because Tori would the only person other than Yasuo who might know their way around here. But since Yasuo's
Tori and Yasuo.
Since Yasuo has been recognized, it would be kind of hard for him to wander off. He'll be missed if he's gone. Same thing with Otto being dressed as Vidar. I feel like Lyle has kind of put himself in the crosshairs too much. I feel like Gazelle has already proven he's not a team player as far as stealth goes. So it's gonna have to be It's gonna have to be Adam and Orway.
Yeah.
I do have some kind of stealth. I don't get disadvantage when I'm in armor.
You also have pastries to bribe people.
I would also argue that since this is Tori's childhood home, she might know more than the average Tengu about secret tunnels and passageways and shit.
I think at the very least, Tori and Wei gotta escape this room. Maybe Adam too, if he wants to go.
Are there things that
Or UA, I guess.
could potentially be broken through? This would be kind of a question for Tori. Tori would have an idea.
I would, as much as I would love to bring Adam along, I feel like less bodies means less risk, and also having more people in here is gonna definitely make it look like, hey, we're not missing like half the people that are in here.
There is a part of me that's thinking, like, if it comes down to us getting swarmed by Tengu in this small room, Adam would be very valuable to have.
Yeah,
That's true.
I think you're definitely gonna have to have somebody at the front there, and Adam is the closest thing to a tank that this party has.
Okay, well
It's
then...
I take offense to that, but okay.
Well, I mean, not. You're gonna be with me, so it's gonna be a Tori and Way adventure.
As soon as we're locked in the room, then, Lyle's gonna kind of say to the rest of the group, like, okay, well, I don't want to call anybody out specifically, but I'm just gonna say this isn't going quite as smoothly as I'd hoped.
No, I definitely think they're onto us, but
They're pretty on to Lyle.
from here I can get into the rest of the castle, and I can find evidence that he's damning this village by siding with the Cladis. If I can find that evidence, I can use that to challenge him for control, and then once I defeat him.
Our options are pretty limited at this point for sure, and Lyle's gonna press his boot against the tatami mat and like slide it to like fold one up to expose the crawl space beneath. It says, Tori,
Exposing guy. He's like, woo!
It says, Tori, you know your way around this place, right?
Yeah, I grew up here.
Yeah. All right. If there's anything to find to sway public opinion so that we can maybe turn this from a public execution to coup d'etat. You're going to be the one to be able to find it. He's going to kind of look around the room. He's going to look at Gazelle and kind of grimace. He's going to look at quote-unquote Vidar sitting at the table. He's going to look around the rest of the room at Yasuo, Yue, Adam, Wei probably eating a donut. He's like, Wei, I need you to protect Tori.
Ooh. A little bit of a jam falls between the donut and the jaw.
Huh?
Miles gonna try and keep a straight face and just say like, I'm counting on you.
Okay, sets the donut down. I guess it probably is a bad idea to leave the whole bag of donuts with us, so.
Barry bites the air. He wants a donut. Nom.
Gazelle holds out.
Wei will toss it out to him.
Just falls off the rod. Starts like pulling himself along the ground with his tongue, like
Aww, he's so cute.
So
Wei will kind of move up and.
Godspeed,
You sure
and hopefully... Sorry.
You're better at getting in and out of places than I am.
You know what? I'm starting to doubt that.
well, things might have changed since I've been here last, so the extra company won't help. And besides, if I am discovered, then I would at least rather not die alone.
Is the goblin here? Maybe you could use the goblin as a distraction.
Hey, Napano isn't in here, is she?
You don't know.
I can't see her. I think she.
I think we left them outside.
Goblin, if you are in a shadow in this room, go with these guys. If you are not, please make yourself a distraction once the enemy comes for us.
Well,
Yeah, I don't think I hear that.
Nope, you don't.
Adam just kind of crosses his arms and puts a hand to his chin. How long would it take for Barry to grow back?
How many donuts would we have to feed him to get a full-size troll in here?
I think we might have to feed him a couple of first.
It's not so much mass he needs. He just needs to not be a stump and just be allowed to grow. The stump is kind of impeding his growth. He's actually kind of growing into the stump. It's a little gross.
It's a little uncomfortable.
Eventually, he might overcome your stick.
Is the stick flesh now?
There's flesh growing around the stick.
Ew.
He's got to stick up his ass.
Robo Autos.
Gross.
Autos fucking gross
So
yet.
effectively is his ass currently.
Just a thought.
Oh, hey Barry, do you want a body?
Mer. He shrugs. Continues to chew on donut.
No, I mean he's pretty indifferent to it.
He gets food. He gets to be carried around. He gets to see places.
He's having a pretty good time.
He's got a pretty good gig, honestly.
He gets to chew on some people sometimes.
Within as a stick. Alright,
Simple
well,
life.
I think we better get going before we get derailed anymore.
Okay. The paw now.
Godspeed.
As they're starting to do this, what are you doing? The Tengu are kind of moving about. Some guards come and go.
I think I want to kind of study the patrol patterns, see if they come and go, if they're concentrated in any specific direction. Can I maybe discern realities and learn something useful?
Absolutely.
Let me-
give me a roll.
Rush back from the kitchen to make a roll. Let's see here. Discern reality. Hey,
You rolled 12.
Damn, nice.
You get 3 questions.
Our luck's looking up.
So probably what is useful in this situation, because it seems like we're in a jam.
Oh yeah,
So
more
Well-
jam than the inside of that donut. That's for sure.
We could definitely use some breathing room.
I've kind of already pointed out one thing, is that you would definitely have an advantage here. There's plenty of shadows for you to dart between. You might, as long as you don't do anything noticeable, make any loud noise, you might have free reign here. So that's a thing you kind of already knew. But I think the other thing you notice is that the guard is a little thin currently. They're a mix of Tengu and normal guards. So the Tengu and the guards might be a little stretched thin. So they might not, you don't think, judging just by who comes and goes, there might not be as many in the castle right now for some reason.
I have another
Oh.
thought, Swim. If you
that?
can see if any of them are infected.
We need owl vision for that.
Oh yeah,
Well-
I need television.
Right now, the owl is kind of like in my
inside.
body,
Yeah.
so technically I should be able to do that, since the owl is not. The familiar is not summoned and out right now. But yeah, I guess as I'm looking around the room, if I have owl vision, do any of them look like they're infected?
On some of the Tengu, you notice they're a little, like, fuzzy, but not terribly. Some of them, not all of them. And it's not too heavy.
So
And it's like they, how to describe it? It's like they took it. It's like how Gazelle looks, you know?
had a bite of jerky, just sampled it, but it's not an advanced state.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
At least of those you've seen.
They hear
They're
them.
not at Adam or Lyle's level.
No.
Gotcha. And these ones here are just like simple guards. They're like less elite than the Tengu.
Yeah, they're still Tengri, so they have wings of various types, but they don't have masks. They're just kind of in normal, traditional kind of Ashigaru armor, so like kind of foot soldier. A little more armored than that, but yeah, because they're in the castle. But those just normal dudes, effectively, for Tengri.
Okay. Well, so yeah, it sounds like a lot of them are away because Ares is off doing a thing, and he probably took lots of them with him. But it still seems like an awful lot, enough to overwhelm the party if we get caught. So.
Oh yeah, there's definitely way more than, in terms of numbers, you're still way outnumbered. But in terms of an infiltration,
Yeah. Anything useful that I've learned about like people who come and go, or like the guard pattern? I mean, right now I'm in this hallway and I see what, 7 guards? I don't think I could even open one of the sliding doors and get to another room without like them seeing the sliding door open, even if they don't see me. So is there like a pattern on patrols where I could maybe exploit it and slip through?
the Tengu seem to be pretty stationary currently. Well, the guards are moving around a lot. So if you might not be able to get through any of these doors, but some of if you try to explore more, you might find some spots that are a little more accessible for you.
I'd say maybe trail Yukio. Maybe see if you can't see what he's up to.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably head in the direction that Yukio went and see if I can see through that door, and trying to think of my other 2 questions. Probably what should I be on the lookout for would be, or oh, that's Ares' chair, huh? Right next to the prison waiting room. We're actually not that far away.
All we need is Adam to just pull a Kool-Aid man, and we got this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Doors aren't that thick. Walls aren't that thick.
That
Oh,
can
no,
be
sir.
arranged.
Well, I guess the party should probably figure out like where the crawl space comes out too. Like where would they be popping up? But
I want to assume Tori knows, but Mage would need to say.
You know, this crawl space kind of goes beneath into the hallway and into some back room over here, if you can see that.
In the corner over there. Okay.
I didn't see anything.
I didn't see it either.
Top
Is
right
top-
of the hallway.
Oh, I see.
If there's no issue going through the crawl space, then yeah, I want to just kind of slide in there right now and get moving.
You will need to defy danger as you try to crawl through this crawl space.
Okay.
You and I. So this would be dexterity. So both of you need to roll.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Please don't fuck up again.
I'm trying not to. I need a good roll. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's what we need.
Way.
Way, please.
This is Dex probably.
Yes.
Yep.
7.
Well,
Mm,
good news.
Good enough.
Even if you had failed, Tori would have saved your ass.
Yeah.
So, you're good. You make no noise heading through this crawl space, kind of following in Tori's shadow as you kind of very slowly crawl beneath the tatami mats. Well, not the Tengu. Want the Tengu. What you do?
That's probably.
Tengu spotted you. He's coming with you.
Why is this ground moving?
Ah,
And
smell a rat.
you remove a hidden panel in this corner here, up here, of this room. And you are now in this section. You know that here, the dojo is to your right. To your left is back into the hallway. You know that there is a way outside in the dojo, and there's also a way into the walls through the dojo.
Getting in the walls sounds good.
Getting into the walls sounds good, yeah. Being outside, there's just more eyes out there.
And I
Right,
mean the exterior castle walls, to be clear.
If they knew about this hidden tunnel, why didn't they
Be
have
right back.
someone like stationed out here?
Well,
They probably
they're
were
right on-
banking on us not knowing about it.
They're understaffed, maybe.
So, second question, I guess. What is here that's not as it appears to be? What are we not seeing about this situation?
What are you not seeing about this situation? Let's see here. What are you not seeing? You get the feeling from the way he was acting and the fact that Ares is out to retrieve the thing. You gained a lot of information with Sakio because he revealed that Ares had an interest in something that was not necessarily the interest of Vidar, and that he went to retrieve it, and he already found out where he was. So you get the feeling that this alliance is more tenuous than you think it is, and that perhaps Vidar being here is, if Vidar You get the feeling he doesn't think you're Vidar, first of all. I feel like that's, kind of clear at this point.
Yeah, we weren't convincing.
No, you're not very convincing. But you get the feeling from like the way he's standing and speaking with this guard that even if you were Vidar, you don't know that the situation might have been that different. He might still have had you set aside for Ares to deal with you.
Could very well be the case that he doesn't even suspect we're a third party. It could just be like, these Morosians are so full of shit that they're not even sending their real guy to talk to us.
Yeah.
Send a
What-
body double.
I think I was going to ask what's about to happen for my third question, but I feel like that's obvious. He's just putting us in the waiting room until Ares gets here, and he'll figure it out. Like, I don't think there's going to be an imminent execution. I don't think they're going to haul you off to the dungeons. I think as long as they don't notice you trying to escape that room, we'll be fine until Ares gets here anyway. So, I can't think of another good question to ask for my third one, though.
Well, you've asked what here is useful or valuable to you. What is it not as it appears to be? So you have what happened here, what is about to happen, what should I be on the lookout for, or who's really in control as possible questions.
Yukio's currently in control. I think that's also obvious. He's the guy with a name tag while Ares is away. He said he was Ares' right hand, so
Kind of spells things out for us a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
what should I be on the lookout for? Like, what beyond the
You-
obvious that we're trapped and guards everywhere?
You should be on the lookout for what is the thing that Ares was looking for.
That is a big question.
That Vidar didn't know he wanted. Or the thing, because it's not something, but he didn't. Vidar wanted something, but Ares wanted something else, it seems. So what is that thing? Perhaps what did Vidar want, but perhaps more pressing is what did Ares want, and what is he going to get right now?
Also, why did he bring a majority of the guards with him when he went? Because it sounds like whatever it is, it's protected.
I don't know that I'm gonna figure that out just by sitting in the hallway. Is there any way I can get closer to Yukio's room and kind of try to eavesdrop on what he's going on about? 'Cause I don't think I know that Tori and Wei are over here. That's
You do
meta
not.
knowledge I wouldn't have, so I'm not gonna
No.
go that way and meet up with them.
No,
You could.
I think he's better on his own at the moment.
You could try to dart between the shadows across the hall. That gets risky because you're crossing between the center of this hallway, and that's kind of a little more illuminated. You're kind of sticking to the walls where there's shadows, which is easier for you
Yeah,
and next to people. But as soon as you try to cross here, that might get risky.
you're gonna make me roll for it? Okay.
I'm gonna make you roll for that specifically.
Okay,
you start to-
then maybe that does push me over in this direction then. I'm gonna continue like exploring along this wall and see what we can see this way.
You could theoretically just go across the hall, these walls, and just kind of walk around.
Oh, yeah, I'll stick close to the wall then.
Hug the walls. Then you could maybe just get around easier.
Yeah.
Staircase.
Hug the walls. Is there anything to the left or the right here?
Doors right here.
Okay.
More
Well,
doors over here.
we're kind of out of sight. I'm assuming that guard is like facing into the hallway this way, so I could probably
He's kinda
slide
like-
open a door.
Force looking this way.
I don't
I
want
wouldn't-
this. Good.
I would make you roll for that because you were trying to open a door. You wouldn't, because it's
Yeah.
risky.
It wouldn't just be open.
No, it's not just open, unfortunately.
Could I open it like just a crack and make it not very noticeable that I'm looking in?
Sure. Reasonable.
Do I have to roll something for that?
For that, no. You're
Okay.
just peeking inside. I'm not gonna make you roll too much for that.
Okay. Do I hear
I'm-
movement or speech? Are there guards in the room in all likelihood?
You don't see any guards.
Okay.
It looks like a hallway. You do notice what might be stairs next over here.
I don't see a ping. I see a submarine-shaped room. That's it. Okay. Yep. I see stairs. Never mind. We good. Okay. Well, if there's no one in there, then I think I will open the door wide enough to slip in and slip into the room.
Very well. I'll permit it. Will not make you roll for that.
Is there anything notable in here, or is it just a hallway?
It's a hallway. There are some staircases. There appears to be rooms.
What's that? The little white thing
Okay.
on the wall.
It's a
Picture of
scroll.
Tori's dad.
It's a picture of a Tengu warrior ascending the mountain with a spear in arm, attempting to fight some great beast in the
Cool.
sky.
That's ominous.
Very good. Well, nothing clearly pointing me to the evidence that we're looking for. Gonna maybe jump back to Wei and Tori, and I don't want to monopolize this in the Nippano game.
Yes. So, Thori, Wei, what do? You're in this room. You don't hear any guards outside. You don't hear any guards from over there, you don't think?
Gonna listen to the door and see if I hear any talking, sparring, anybody, doing anything in the dojo.
You do not.
Can I like crack the sliding door just a smidge to peek out?
Out here?
Yeah, because I mean we probably don't know exactly where we're at.
Sure. You do see the hall that you guys came in, as you believe. You see some Tengu. So you do
Alright.
see in there. You kind of know generally where you are.
Alright, I'll shut it again. There's still a bunch stationed out that way.
I know, that leads back to the direction we came. We're going to be heading out this way. We just need to make sure that there's nobody out this way. And it doesn't sound like there is. But I'm going to go ahead and crack the door open just a little bit so I can see out there.
Okay.
Is that the dojo? I thought it was going to be bigger than that.
It leads to the dojo. The dojo actually has its doors cracked open, so you do see inside. I'm just gonna reveal the whole dojo. Not sure. That's the dojo.
Tori's just going to kind of slowly walk through here. Looks like it's empty. Would I know if there are any traps in this room?
Not really. No, you don't. This is literally just to be a dojo. If anyone's gotten into here, they're probably just already attempting to kill them. Enough to subterfuge.
Right.
You do hear a noise coming from a room beyond. You hear like the clatter of metal hitting the ground. Ed, could you please?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Thank you kindly. I appreciate that.
Yep.
that's
That's a thing.
Shit. Shit. Fuck. God damn it.
Hell of a callback.
Tori's gonna like wave way over to the wall. We're gonna like just kind of get over here. Try and get
Oh,
any cover as a reaction to that noise.
damn it. I broke the stupid rack. God fuck. Ah. Now they're gonna kill me. God damn it.
Poor fool.
Uh,
Doesn't sound like my problem right now. I have better things to do.
I'm
than
gonna
worry
have to
about.
go get some shit to fix this. Ah, not again! Stop! I dropped it again. I'm gonna go.
Is it this door right here, Majay?
No, it's in here.
He's over here.
You hear a door slide open and some footsteps, and you see a hand grab onto this door and is beginning to open it.
No.
Duck under the mat.
Duck under the mat? No, it's a flat mat. Why would that work?
He might not pay attention to a lump in the corner.
I think the better option here is just to like either rush out this door or like slide over here as fast as we can and try to get undercover.
Better figure it out fast.
Door idea. Whoop.
Tori's just gonna fall away out.
Oh,
all right, all right.
Jesus.
What's in the door?
20 Tengu just staring at me.
You went outside.
I was low key just like hoping for like at least like some guy like standing right here, just fucking smoking a cigarette or something.
Oh man, I gotta go fix this shit. They're gonna kill me, man.
Oh dang.
Poor guy.
Dang.
He's having a hard day.
Oh, they're Tengu out there. Oh shit. I gotta go outside.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Nani?
What?
He doesn't even look your direction. He starts heading outside. You close the door behind him. He just
Okay.
Well,
From
okay.
here, from here, would I know what direction to go in to find Tori's dad's chambers?
You know his chamber's on the top of the castle.
All right, so we're outside now.
Yes, you need to get a staircase.
Let me find a staircase. Where
Can
is
we
the-
just fly to a roof and then climb in through a window?
I mean,
It's a nice
It's
thought.
risky,
man.
but yes.
You can carry me.
can I?
Yes.
Mommy, I want to go uppies.
I was saying yes.
Want
for the
uppies?
convenience.
Ah.
All right. I discussed with Majay a while back about how strong her jump ability would be able to be, and like how much she could fly, and she can pretty much climb pretty high on her own. But while carrying somebody, she can at least climb like 2 or 3 stories, so this should be easy
Yeah.
enough.
Mhm.
All right,
You could ping pong between roofs.
we're gonna jump as we climb up to the top of the building. Here we go.
Okay. Okay. All right. As the infiltration has begun, and some of the party is awaiting news, and Napano is investigating on their own. It is 9 o'clock, so we're going to start winding down.
Aw.
Oh,
Okay.
I have had shit time sleeping, and I have a root canal tomorrow, so I would like to sleep, please.
It's okay.
That's fine.
not
I
allowed.
understand.
I'll never forgive you. But
This
okay.
is a fun session, though. I like being Spider-Man.
I will put down a. Hold on. Before we go, I'm going to put down the whole castle
Jeez.
wall. Where's the external? There it is. From the map layer. Castle.
Oh.
Oh,
Yo.
oh.
That might have- There we go. That's generally the walls of the castle.
Oh.
Okay, it's a big castle.
Bigger than you'd expect. Now I remove it. But alright.
How many?
Uh,
For next time, I was just gonna ask how many floors.
At least 3.
Okay.
It's more wide.
You're 3 floors.
You're 3 floors.
Mom's 3 floors.
Ooh!
No. My dad is 3 floors.
Oh shit.
Got him.
Zoom.
Your dad is right here.
What is that his token?
Whoa!
What? What's he look like? Oh, he's gone. Fuck.
Right, John. You only get a peek.
Oh, he's dropping plates.
All right. And that is that for tonight, everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
We didn't learn anything.
Not really.
Nope.
We fucked up a
We
lot.
did fuck up a
You
lot.
did fuck up a lot. You did
Yeah.
fully charge the amulet, though.
The amulet is
It's true.
I get at
Yeah,
least
Emil-
one experience for fucking up.
I think we learned that the alliance between Moros and Ares depends on whether Ares finds the MacGuffin thing. If he gets his hands on it, it's done.
It's also
doesn't-
shakier than we thought, but yeah.
also
Mhm.
learned that their alliance is stress tenuous, very tenuous, and maybe about to be dissolved.
But yeah,
I would say, just to streamline this, I'm looking at the questions. You did not overcome a notable obstacle, enemy, or challenge. In fact,
Nope.
you made things harder for
Failed.
yourselves.
Yeah.
You did discover something new, and you did visit a new location. So 2 experience.
Okay, I'm down
Gavel.
with that. Okay.
Gavel slam. Boom.
Well, bump.
Okay.
I did
I'm
not
level-
avoid detection or infiltrate a location. I feel like we're in
Almost
here,
6
but
worth 13 experience. Does that mean I level up?
No, you have to rest. You need a downtime.
We haven't had a chance to rest. Otherwise, I would be level 6 right now.
Mm-hmm.
nice.
Because as of the end of the last session, I have enough to get to level 6.
Why don't you take a nap while you're in that room doing nothing?
Right.
Fucking
I
idiot.
will think of things to complicate matters.
Nice.
In the meantime, I believe it's time to end the recording.
I would say so. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for
Bye,
watching.
you
Bye to
bitches.
YouTube.
Goodbye.
Butts.
What?
Wiener.
Penis.
Bataga.
Asshole.